Hi, everybody. It's time for another 5-minute podcast where you can get your room rescues done, or maybe you can get into hotspots with a 1-minute break, however you want to do it. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to start this cute little timer after I go away. You don't have to worry about seeing anything on the screen because there's going to be nothing on the screen. So, you can just stick the phone in your back pocket and go clean. Okay? Are you ready? Here we go. Timer starting. Okay, what I'm going to talk about today is how to customize the routines. So, I have been a Fly Lady mentor as of today for 4 years, 5 years, something like that. And in all the clients that I've had, I've never had somebody have the same routines because we don't all have the same life. So, customizing your routines and what you do is a necessity. Um, with some of my videos, I've been told, well, no, this is the way that it can work. Well, no, that's the way it works for you. So, and I tell this all the time to my clients, just because, say, your spouse or your friend or the book or the video says you need to do it this way, it may not work for you. And that's okay. That's why we play around with it. That's why we change our minds with it. That's why we rearrange it. I have rearranged my routines, I don't know how many times, because life changes and then my routines need to change with it. When Jacek was going to face-to-face school, things had to be done by a certain time, but other things could wait. When he went to homeschooling, the routines completely changed. When my wonderful honey switches jobs and stuff like that, the routines changed. When we had what meal changed and everything like that. And for people who need predictability, sometimes that can be hard. But if you tell yourself you're still doing the same things, it's just when you're doing them that's different. For some people, they can do a swish and swipe every other day, or maybe even once a week, and keep it as a habit. Maybe they can do laundry once a week and keep it as a habit. Maybe they, only need to do one hot spot and they can keep it as a habit. Other people need to do it daily in order to enforce it as a habit and then keep it as a habit. So it's not about necessarily even how I say to do it, or Fly Lady, or that book that you read, or the video that you watched. It can get you on the journey. But if you're still struggling after a week, something needs to change. When you do it needs to change. And it might just be one small change that sets everything in place. I had a client that she struggled and she struggled and she struggled, and we tried this and we tried that and we tried this and we tried that. And eventually we had her make her lunches at night, which is why I got the lunches at night now, because it works. And with that, everything fell into place. Once she was done making her lunches, she laid out her clothes. She was then able to do a hotspot. She was then able to do a room rescue, and everything just started to flow. Because lunches were done at night, she had more time in the morning. She could get that smoothie made because she had already prepped it the night before. So there's a lot of things that if you're finding you're struggling with getting the routines down and making them flow and having them feel automatic, something may need to change. And then when life changes, something else may need to change. And that's okay. We are allowed to change our mind. That's one of the greatest things of being human, that we can do that. We can see something hasn't worked, but you need to give it a fair shot. So I like to say a week. Like when I rearrange my furniture, it's different. So right away, I don't know if I like this. But if I still don't like it by the time the week is up, then it needs to change again. So, because by that time, the initial, this is different, has worn off. So take your customizing slowly. Don't force something, and let the routines work for you instead of you working the routines. Time's up. All right, we'll talk to you later. Oh, don't forget, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please click the little icon up here. The video that shows up over here is my most recent upload, and the one over here is what YouTube thinks you should be watching next. Have a wonderful day. Bye.